Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to come on here and give you guys my 4 weeks postpartum updates. If you're new here, I just want to say welcome to the channel. I hope you decide to subscribe and join the family. And if you're OG, welcome back, girl. Okay, so let's get into it with my phone. I actually wrote down like bullet points of the stuff I wanted to talk about because, guys, baby brain is still within, so I forget a lot. I forget a hell of a lot. But anyways, let's get into this video. Okay, first things first, I wanted to tell you guys about my C-section and the healing process and how I'm feeling right now. I'm just gonna be honest with you, like brutally honest, like C-section is literally the worst. It's the hardest to recover from, and that's the reason why I was so against it. Um, and the epidural, let me just tell you something. I know in my previous video I was telling you guys what my doctor was telling me and stuff like that about the back pain, but let me just say I haven't ever suffered with back pain, and now I am suffering with back pain. In the beginning it was the worst because like I couldn't even bend to pick up my child, and sometimes when it's cold I really suffer. So that's also something that I just wanted to come on here and say, because now I've gotten the epidural, even though it helped me a great deal, and I decided to go ahead and get one during labor because I was dying. I will definitely say that it did come with a few T's and C's, which is the back pain. And do I think it was worth it? I don't know. I really don't know, because labor is also just not the gal. So you just gotta make an informed choice. So yes, that was the epidural, but the C-section, the incision itself, it's healed on the outside, but I can still feel like inside it's not healed. Like you can feel. And above my incision there's like a piece of like skin that is supposed to be numb, but for me I feel like there's something going on with the nerves, that whenever something touches it, it's like a heightened reaction. Like I feel everything, but like a little bit more. It's like almost painful, but like borderline painful, borderline an annoying feeling. Like you know that this piece of skin is supposed to be numb, but for some reason it isn't, and it hurts. But yeah, my C-section healed well. The stitches are gonna dissolve. I had to go in. I was supposed to go in like a week after I gave birth to remove the skin clip, but unfortunately a week after I gave birth I was still in hospital, so I couldn't go in. So I went a week after I came home from hospital, and the doctor had to remove that. Unfortunately there was no anesthetic for that. You just had to lay there and get the skin clip out, and I think for me it was a bit painful because my skin had already grown around it because I waited so long to get it out. So that was also something. But I would say that with my C-section, when it's a bit cloudy and when the weather is not favorable, I do experience a bit of pain, and yeah, it's really uncomfortable and I'm still in a lot of pain. I try to just stick it out, but the only medicine I could take is Panado, because I am breastfeeding, so I don't want to put too much into my body that might affect my baby. So yeah, that is it on my C-section. I will show you guys my tummy at the end of this video, so if that's what you came for, you can skip to that. Second thing I wanted to talk about was the hormones, guys. As you know, once you give birth, like, it's just not over. It's not over. Like, it's not over till the fat lady sings, basically. But I feel like now that I've given birth and everything's happened, I'm more emotional. I haven't cried as much during my pregnancy like I cried postpartum. Like, and it's not even sadness most of the time. It's just like, I'm just overwhelmed with so much gratitude that sometimes when I look at my daughter, I cry because I just feel like she's the most perfect human being, and I can't believe that she's all mine, guys. And for me, it's a big deal because she's my first blood relative. Like, she's the first person that's in my life that I share DNA with. So for me, it's like she's just extra special because we share the same DNA, and she's my daughter, and she was in my womb for 10 months, and like, I just love her so much. Like, I can't. So I feel like that for me is the reason why I sometimes just burst out in tears. It's like just gratitude for me. But yeah, I do feel like because of my hormones, I am a bit more emotional, and I'm already an emotional person. So like now, like, add that and hormones, and I'm just like, I'm crying. So yeah, with that, I have to say that I have been protecting my space and my energy a lot more. I would say I'm a lot more guarded. I low-key wouldn't allow just anybody to just come and see my baby because it's like, listen, guys, there's that coronavirus out there. Like, no, you're not bringing all of that outside garbage inside where my daughter is. We are in our little baby bubble, and we don't need none of that. So yeah, that is the hormones. But overall, I'll just say this whole thing is like life changing because basically it's no longer about me. Like, my days evolve around her, like my schedule evolves around her. Like, when she's sleeping, that's when I get to do all stuff around the house and stuff like that. So I just feel like my life has changed so much because like I had to change the way I do things, the way I move, my cooking time, my cleaning time, everything has just changed to Zuri. So yeah, it is life changing. I can't do the stuff that I do used to do. Like, going out is like a little bit harder for me because I have this extra person to worry about. I don't carry a handbag anymore. I carry the baby bag, and all my stuff is also in the baby bag. So yeah, that's changed about me. But yeah, I'm excited, and I feel so blessed to be her mom. I just feel like she's the sweetest girl ever. Like, each day she's growing and she's changing, and like, she's such a sweet girl, and she's such a loving little girl. Like, in the night she'll just put her hand on my face and sleep, and I'm just like, oh my god, how the hell am I supposed to tell this girl no? How the hell am I supposed to discipline this child? Like, she's so precious. I also wanted to talk about breastfeeding. So for me, I never really breastfed because, for number one, she was in the NICU. She was in an incubator with the lights shining on her. So I couldn't take her out of there. Like, I literally, when she had a dirty diaper, I had to put my hands inside through the holes and change her diaper like that. When it was time for feeds, we mix fed her in the beginning because my milk wasn't coming in, and also they didn't want me to take her out of the lights because that kind of defeats the purpose because she needed to be under the lights. So basically we had to feed her formula in a cup. That's the funniest thing because my child learned how to drink out of a cup before she learned how to drink out of a bottle. I'm still trying to get her to drink out of a bottle. and take a dummy, but it's a battle, guys. She acts like I'm choking now. And low-key, I feel like she's not acting. I feel like her mouth is just really small. Even though she got big lips like her mother, her mouth, her actual mouth is like too small for these bottles. So I'm gonna give it a month or two and give her time to develop a little bit. And breastfeeding in the beginning was really hard for me. I felt like what was wrong with me, and I was also really scared because I really wanted to breastfeed her, especially because she was so sickly in the beginning, and I wanted her to be as healthy as possible, and I know that breast is best. So it was hard for me because it took me like 4 days for my milk to actually really come in. Even though like no milk was coming in, like that sticky white, I forgot the name for it, the, you know, before you get your milk you get that sticky white stuff, that was only coming out, and I felt like I'm starving my baby. But we were mixed feeding her, so she was still sucking my boob, getting her latch down, down to paw and stuff like that, but she was also being fed. So for me, I had that peace of mind that she was getting the food that she needed, but we were still working on the boob and like telling about my body, okay, the baby's here, we need to stop producing milk. And for me, I just don't want my child to stop. That's why I decided to mix feed. On the 5th day my milk came in, but it was still not a huge amount, so I was basically breastfeeding almost the whole day. Yeah, I was breastfeeding almost the whole day, just trying to get her to drink, trying to just tell my body, okay, we need more milk and stuff like that. And I read somewhere that you shouldn't pump too early, because then your body thinks that you had twins and then you produce more milk. But for me, that's what I wanted more milk. Also want to build a milk supply stash, so I didn't mind pumping very early. So as soon as I got home from the hospital, which was like 5 to 6 days, I started pumping while I was breastfeeding her. But I wasn't saving that milk, I was giving her that milk in the night time, so that, because she used to scream and she never gave me time to take my boob out, I just put the bottle in her mouth. But she still wanted breast afterwards, so it was like kind of just to give me time to take my boob out. But now I've mastered the art of taking the boob out quickly in the night, so that's not an issue anymore. So yeah, the breastfeeding has been going really well. I've started my milk stash. This week she went through a growth spurt, so I wasn't pumping because she just was drinking so much, and we were both so tired because she wasn't really sleeping at night and she's really fussy. So I was just like, I'm not gonna pump, sorry. So yeah, I didn't pump. I pumped a day before yesterday, and I got like a nice 200 mils. So yeah, I put that in the freezer, and yeah, breastfeeding is going great. I use a silicone pump. Actually, I'm just gonna leave that for another video because I want to do products I love and can't live without, and the products I extremely do not recommend. I think I've mentioned most of these things on Twitter, but if you're not on my Twitter, that'll be great. So yeah, I'm not gonna mention much about my pumping, but just know that that is coming. So as I mentioned about the growth spurts, that was really tough for me because, as you guys know, I am looking after and caring for my baby alone. So it was kind of hard on us both. Like, I could see that she was really tired and we were both really tired, but she was just so fussy and she was always hungry and always crying and just she was dealing with wind, like she had like all this extra trap wind, that I ended up getting her gripe water, and that was helping her. But I wasn't giving her a lot because it's just me. That's how I treat any kind of medicine, be it herbal or not. I just don't like too much. So yeah, but she's doing really well. She slept really good last night. I actually had to wake her up for it, so safe to say that the growth spurt is kind of over. The next one will be in 6 weeks. It's the rule of 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months. So yeah, apparently the 6 week growth spurt is even worse. So pray for me, guys, and I will be praying for you. Um, yeah, so the growth spurts happened. We conquered it, thankfully to God. But yeah, it's been good. We like it's definitely been challenging. Not really getting any sleep, and I can kind of understand why, when like the end days of pregnancy you just nap. It's kind of your body getting you ready and saying like, okay girl, get as much sleep as you can now, because sleep is not going to be a thing afterwards. Like, it's going to be a luxury, because it really is a luxury. I also wanted to come on here and talk about like the body changes. um the day that I went to go and remove my skin clip, I weighed myself at the doctor's office, and I was actually weighing 63 kgs. And before I was pregnant, I was weighing 69. So I thought it was kind of weird that I weigh less than I did before I fell pregnant. But anyways, I think that I'm putting on the weight now, because as I'm breastfeeding, I'm obviously more hungry, and I'm trying to, like, before I just used to nibble if it was unhealthy, so what. But now I'm just trying to cook full meals, like make sure I get my veggies in, make sure it's healthy protein and stuff like that, because I am my baby's source of food now. So I have to be a little bit more mindful of what I'm putting in my body. So I definitely make sure that I do eat a balanced diet. So I think that I am putting on a little bit of weight. I haven't, my booty has significantly gotten flatter. But yeah, I guess that is it. I've seen it happen to a lot of moms. I just need to tone my body and get everything right, but that's not the priority right now. My belly has been, in the beginning it was like super dark, it was like the darkest part of my body, but now I can see it's lightening up. I did get a lot of new stretch marks after birth. I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't taken care of them. I haven't been putting lotion on them and stuff like that, because I'm just so busy with baby that I kind of take the back seat sometimes. As a mom, a lot of you can understand that. Um, so yeah, I will say that my stomach is not flat. It's not flat. That is not, if that's what you came here to see, then that is not gonna happen. I haven't binded my stomach because obviously I had a C-section, and it's still very painful for me. So I don't think I'm gonna bind anytime soon. I think that I'm just gonna give it another month to completely heal, and then I'll start doing little exercises, and I'll start like focusing on my belly area. But for now, I'm just gonna have a mom bod, and it's okay, because I had a child. I went through labor. I gave birth to a beautiful little girl, and that's okay. It happens. I'm not dead. I'm not gonna die over this. So yeah, so now I'm gonna just show you guys my belly and what it's looking like right now. Okay, so this is my postpartum belly right now. As you can see, I still got the dark line that comes in here. I will say my navel has dipped in a lot. Before it was like I literally had a hole, and I was concerned that I had that ab separating condition that a lot of ladies get after birth. But I just see that it's just part of my belly going back into place, because as you know, it does your belly does pop while you're pregnant. So I think that that was just my belly going back into place, because now it's like fine, it's not really a big deal. But yeah, this is a side view of my belly. Of course, I've got all these new stretch marks, but it's okay, we'll deal with that later. But yeah, I do not have a flat tummy. As you can see, I'm one of the lucky ladies that have flat tummies. But yeah, this is my belly situation right now. You can't even see my C-section scar, but I'm really thankful for that. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed that video. Let me know what you'd like to see in the future. Make sure you give this video a like. It really helps my algorithm and helps people discover my channel. So please do that for me, and make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified when I upload another video. My upcoming videos will definitely be things I love and hate, mom edition, so be on the lookout for that, and maybe a day in the life video. I don't know, I'm not making any promises, but I'd really love to do that. Yeah, so thank you so much for supporting. Until next time guys, bye.